Capricorn, August begins by inviting you to look at your life with more serenity and less pressure. For a long time, you may have carried responsibilities that seemed endless. There was always one more task to complete, one more worry to solve, or one more goal to achieve. Now, this new month shows that it is also possible to grow while preserving your peace. Right in the first few days, you will notice that some situations that once seemed extremely complicated will start to lose their grip, not because they will disappear overnight, but because your way of facing them is changing. You will discover that many difficulties stop controlling our lives when we stop feeding them with anxiety. In your professional life, August favors organization and planning. You will be able to review projects, set priorities, and realize which activities truly bring you closer to your goals. It will be an excellent time to work intelligently, avoiding wasting spiritual energy on matters that no longer yield results. Your discipline will continue to be one of your greatest strengths during this period. However, August will also teach you that discipline does not mean carrying everything on your own. There will be moments when accepting help, sharing responsibilities, or simply asking for an opinion will be a sign of maturity, not weakness. Financially, this will be a favorable month to strengthen your stability. You may feel the urge to reorganize expenses, review investments, or plan long-term goals. Instead of thinking only about the next month, you will start building strategies for the coming years. This broader perspective will be one of the greatest advantages of this cycle. In family relationships, August invites open dialogue. Small misunderstandings can be resolved through sincere and respectful conversations. It won't always be necessary to convince everyone that you are right. In many cases, listening attentively will yield much better results than insisting on arguments. Another important aspect will be your relationship with your own time. You tend to take on too many commitments, which ends up leaving little room to rest or take care of yourself. August will remind you that productivity also depends on balance. A rested mind makes much more efficient decisions than a mind that is constantly overloaded. Your social life may also go through a natural selection process. Some friendships will grow much stronger because they share the same values as you, while others will simply fade away without the need for any conflict. Don't try to maintain relationships just out of obligation or duty. Value those who truly show presence and reciprocity. This will also be an excellent period to develop new knowledge. Courses, reading, training, or any learning that strengthens your professional skills could open important doors for you in the future. Never underestimate the value of investing in yourself. In the emotional realm, August favors stability. You will realize that many answers do not depend on controlling everything around you, but on strengthening what exists within you. The greater your confidence in your own abilities, the less you will need to seek constant approval from others. The beginning of this month brings a very clear message for Capricorn. You are entering a phase where consistency will be worth much more than speed. Keep building your projects with calm, responsibility, and balance. The greatest achievements of this cycle will not come from haste, but from the ability to remain steadfast as the future begins to take shape before your eyes. As August progresses, Capricorn, you will notice that some situations will start to require a different approach than the one you are used to taking. Instead of trying to solve everything solely through effort, it will be necessary to pay closer attention to the behavior of those around you. The one who talks the most is not always the one who contributes the most, and those who remain silent are not necessarily far from their goals. In the professional environment, this will be a favorable period to take on a more prominent role. An opportunity may arise to lead a project, organize a team, or simply showcase a skill that has not yet been recognized. Trust in the experience you have accumulated over the past years. You know more than you think. At the same time, August calls for caution so you don't take on responsibilities that belong to others. Your willingness to help is often admired, but there is a difference between collaborating and taking on burdens that aren't yours. The more balanced this division is, the more spiritual energy you'll have to take care of your own plans. Financially, this will be an excellent time to review your priorities. You may realize that some expenses no longer make sense, while others represent important investments for your growth. The secret will be to distinguish what only brings momentary satisfaction from what truly strengthens your future. In family relationships, some important conversations may happen naturally. Issues that have been kept inside for a long time will find space to be resolved with maturity. Avoid acting on impulse. In many cases, a word spoken at the right moment will have much more effect than long discussions. Your emotional life will also enter a phase of strengthening. You will begin to realize that you don't need to control every situation to feel secure. There are events that simply follow their own pace, and understanding this will greatly reduce the strain that some worries used to cause. Those who are experiencing a period of excessive demands will find in this month an opportunity to reorganize their routine. Small changes in your schedule, in the way you work, or even in how you distribute your tasks can bring a much greater sense of tranquility. In the area of relationships, August favors stability. If you are in a relationship, you will notice that simple gestures will have much more value than occasional grand displays. Building trust on a daily basis will strengthen the relationship even more. Those who are single may realize that they have stopped seeking only intensity and have started to value people who convey security, respect, and balance. This change in perspective will help you choose your companions more wisely and avoid repeating situations that no longer make sense for your story. Another important aspect of this period will be your ability to develop patience. Some opportunities may take a little longer to materialize, but that does not mean there is a delay. In many cases, this extra time will serve to prepare fundamental details that will ensure much more solid results when everything finally happens. By the end of this stage of the month, it will be clear that Capricorn is learning to grow without carrying the weight of the world on their own shoulders. You will remain determined, responsible, and fully committed to your goals. But now you will realize that balance is also an essential part of your journey to building a prosperous, peaceful, and lasting life. In the second half of August, Capricorn, you will realize that some important decisions will no longer depend solely on circumstances and will start to depend mainly on the confidence you have in yourself. For a long time, perhaps you have waited for the perfect moment to act. Now you will understand that in many cases, it is precisely the decision that creates the right moment. At work, your dedication will start to attract more attention. People who previously observed your results from afar may now recognize your competence or seek your opinion on important matters. Receive this recognition with humility, but also with an awareness of the effort it took to get here. Valuing your own journey is not pride, it is acknowledging your own growth. If you are seeking new professional opportunities, August favors networking, interviews, selection processes, and new possibilities for growth. Keep paving your path even if the results do not appear immediately. Some doors take a little longer to open precisely because they lead to much larger spaces. In your financial life, you will start to notice that small choices made throughout the month are producing positive effects. These may not be huge changes yet, but there will be a growing sense of control over your own reality. This will bring much more peace of mind to plan your next steps. Another important lesson will be understanding that not every worry deserves space in your mind. There are situations that simply need time to mature. The less spiritual energy you waste trying to speed up what is not yet up to you, the more strength you will have to act where you can truly make a difference. In family relationships, August favors sincere connections. You may notice that certain people around you are far more open and receptive to dialogue than you imagined. Take advantage of this moment to strengthen your most important personal bonds without the need to revisit old conflicts. The future will be much more productive than staying stuck in the past. Your natural ability to advise others will also be exceptionally apparent. Close friends or family members may seek you out for your thoughtful advice and guidance, precisely because they see a sense of true balance in all of your actions. Just remember one thing: offering support is important, but don't turn other people's problems into your own responsibilities. In your love life, this will be a period of greater emotional maturity. Those who are in a relationship will notice that small displays of affection will strengthen the relationship much more than grand promises. Trust will continue to be built through the consistency of everyday gestures. Those who are single may meet someone who sparks their interest in a very natural way. Instead of an impulsive approach, August favors connections that begin through admiration, conversation, and affinity. This will allow you to build relationships on much more solid foundations. Your spiritual energy will also favor changes in habits. You may feel the urge to take better care of your diet, improve the quality of your sleep, engage in some physical activity, or simply organize your routine better. These small transformations will have positive effects not only on your body, but also on your mental disposition. As you approach the end of this stage, it will become clear that Capricorn is leaving behind a cycle marked by excessive self-demand and entering a phase of greater balance. You will remain determined, but you will learn that growing does not mean living under constant pressure. When discipline and tranquility go perfectly together in harmony, the results tend to be much more consistent and lasting. By the end of August, Capricorn, you will come to the profound realization that this month was not defined only by external events, but mainly by the significant changes that happened within you. Some of the answers you were searching for so much did not come through major events, but rather from the quiet moments of reflection and the way you began to see your own journey. You will start to understand that you don't need to constantly demonstrate your inherent value to others all the time. For a very long time now, you may have felt that you needed to demonstrate competence in every situation, take on extra responsibilities, or solve difficult problems that weren't always yours. Now you will realize that your personal strength doesn't depend on how much weight you can carry, but on the wisdom with which you choose your individual battles. In your professional life, August ends by favoring the planning of a new cycle. It will be an excellent and opportune time to set more ambitious, yet also more realistic goals. You will come to the profound realization that true growth only happens when there is steady consistency. Small advances that are repeated daily will usually produce much greater results than intense efforts that are only made once in a while. If you own your own business or work independently, fresh and innovative ideas may begin to arise precisely when you slow down and give your mind the necessary time to rest and recover. The best solutions don't always appear during moments of intense pressure. Many times they come up when you intentionally create the mental space needed to reflect with calm and clarity. In your financial life, the end of August reinforces a much more profound sense of stability and long-term security. You will realize that organizing your resources better has brought more stability than you imagined. Continue to maintain a balance between responsibility and quality of life. The process of building wealth is undeniably important, but it's also absolutely essential to enjoy what you have worked so hard to achieve through so much effort. Another important lesson will be understanding that some opportunities arise precisely when you stop insisting on paths that simply no longer make any sense for you. Doors that remained closed may finally open up space for experiences that are much more closely aligned with your current goals. Not every ending represents a loss. Many represent preparation for something better. In family and friendship relationships, you will notice who truly stands by your side during important moments. Value these people. The trust built over time will be one of the greatest emotional assets you will carry from this period. In the realm of affection, August ends by strengthening bonds. If you are in a relationship, you will notice that your partnership will become even stronger through the daily building of trust and complicity. Small gestures of affection, respect, and support will continue to strengthen this union. Those who are single will end the month with a different perspective on love. Instead of seeking out relationships just for the thrill of the moment, you will start to value people who offer genuine stability, respect, and long-term goals similar to yours. This change will significantly increase your chances of building a lasting story. Your self-confidence will also be stronger. You will realize that you have faced important challenges over the past few months and came out of them much more prepared than you imagined. This awareness will help make future difficulties seem much smaller because you have come to understand your own ability to overcome them much more clearly. When you look back on this time, it will be clear that August was a transformative period of growth. Some situations required patience, while others called for much more courage, but all of them contributed to further reinforcing and strengthening your emotional foundation and your confidence in the future. The month ends with a special message for Capricorn. Keep building your life carefully, one step at a time, without comparing your own pace to that of others. Your greatest strength has always been your ability to remain steadfast and unwavering, even when the road ahead seemed incredibly long. This character trait will continue to open up new opportunities, strengthen your personal relationships, and lead you to increasingly solid achievements in the coming months.